Hey everybody, it's me, your Goodwitch. I promised you guys an update on what's been going on. So, those of you who are just not interested in female information and details, then do yourself a favor and scroll on because there's going to be talk about female issues. And if you don't want to know about any of that, please move on. And those of you who want to know what's going on with me and are okay with all that, then have a seat. It's a lot. And I'm going to try to make it as short and sweet as possible, but also give you as much of what's going on as possible as well. So, with that disclaimer ahead, for those of you who have just subscribed, who just found me on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, I'm Tina Goodwitch of the Goodwitch's Cottage. I have a YouTube channel and I am just starting out to build my channel. I do various different things on that channel. There's like 59, maybe 60 now. But the last time I looked, it was 59 videos for you guys to check out and see if I'm your vibe and I'm part of your tribe. And if I am, I hope you subscribe to my channel, because after all of this medical stuff that we're going to be talking about next, I plan on making this YouTube channel my livelihood, my passion, and plain and simple, my journey. And that's why you'll find information about my medical information on there, because it's part of my journey. So, where my journey first started was beginning of this year. I was looking at 1 year of not having my monthly cycle. And all of a sudden, one day, it showed up. And it has not stopped since. It has been over quite a few months. I'm not going to give you the number because it's going to make you go, oh my God. So, needless to say, I went to my primary physician for my checkup and everything, and also to let her know I've been bleeding for months and it's not stopping, and what can we do? So, went in with that and a whole list of other things that we were working on to try to find out what other issues that I was dealing with medically, what the was going on. We did find out a few of those. I'll get into those in a moment. But the main story of this is what's coming next. And that's when she sent me to the gynecologist. She referred me to a gynecologist, in fact, hers. And I went to her, and she did an exam, and she didn't see anything abnormal. There were no polyps or anything like that. So she sent me to another gynecologist that does biopsies and pap smears for these unusual situations. Went to her. Most painful biopsy and pap smear I've had in my life. Oh my gosh, I made it through, obviously, but oh, mamma mia. If you've never had a pap smear and never had to have a biopsy up in your girly regions, be thankful. Okay, although you should get pap smears. But the biopsy, oh my gosh. Yeah. Woo. Do not want to have to go through that again. But she also checked me out for things, while she was there. And again, she didn't see any polyps or anything, but, they had to find out why I was still bleeding. So, results came back for my pap smear, and that came back fine, all good. My biopsy, on the other hand, which she took from my uterus area, that did not come back good. That came back with I'm just going to say the easier word, which is uterine cancer. Um, and she set me up to then go and see another doctor to help me figure out the next steps, which obviously was either surgery, chemo, radiation, and those sort of things. So I had to wait for that appointment. Now, in the middle of all this, I lost my primary physician. She no longer was in my network anymore. So I had to go through finding a new primary physician, which I will be seeing on August 8th. And so she had a whole bunch of tests that she had for me that I was going in for: blood work, ultrasounds of my left arm because there's a lipoma there, and she wanted to have scans of that. Plus, my eye doctor wanted scans of my cardiac area up here in my neck and my chest. So I was going in for those ultrasounds, and the day I actually got the diagnosis that I had uterine cancer was the day I was supposed to go get those scans. Needless to say, I had to reschedule them because I was nowhere in the mental state of doing any of that. But yes, I lost my primary physician. She moved out of state and she wasn't practicing with the network anymore, which was very upsetting to me. And because I felt very comfortable with her, and we were actually making progress on my health. We're starting to eliminate things, find things, what was wrong, what was not. And in between all this diagnosis of uterine cancer, I also got told that my thyroid is abnormal. That it is a 7.98, which a normal thyroid is a 0.4 to a 4.0, and a 4.0 is high and it borders on abnormal. I'm a 7.9. So I have now that issue I have on top of this. Let's just say when I go to my primary physician on Monday, I'm taking a nice little surprise package of, hey, by the way, hi, I'm your new patient, and here's this big present of things that we need to figure out really, really quickly. So, yeah. So, going forward with the uterine cancer situation, I go to that appointment and I meet Dr. Kim. And this appointment, I kind of knew what was coming and everything, but let's just say that the valet, the nurses, and the technicians I saw that day were phenomenal. Phenomenal. Bedside manners were top chart, just very informative, very personable, very, knowledgeable. Made me feel very at ease, considering why I was there. Now, when I got to talk with the doctor, that feeling started to lessen and lessen the further my appointment went in. I felt very rushed, very, let's get him in, get him out, get him in. I felt very uncomfortable. I felt very insecure. I felt very belittled. I felt just shocked and just overwhelmed by just everything. One of the things that was very off-putting also was, and this pretty much goes to her bedside manner, all the stuff that I've already spoken about. But what didn't make that any easier to deal with was throughout the whole appointment, there was another person on the phone with her, one of her team, throughout the whole thing, saying nothing. And I'm like, I didn't know half the time that if she was talking to me or the person on the phone. Plus, there were people coming in and out of my appointment the whole time. So, again, it left me wondering, were they dealing with things that she wanted to deal with me? What was that? And hello, who are you? What are you doing in my appointment? And does it have to pertain to me? And if it doesn't, could it have wait while she's trying to explain the things that are going on and what options I have? It was very off-putting, and it made it very stressful and made my anxiety and just everything else just override. I didn't say anything in the appointment because it took me until I got back home to process all this. And since I had to go to get blood work and EKG after that appointment, it took me that long. So it was quite a while until it like really sunk in, like, what just happened to me? I'm like, did I seriously just go in, get pushed in, pushed out, and I feel like I have more questions, more concerns, and scared out of my mind about getting this surgery? Because one of the things that was a major issue is I'm a very big girl. I am overweight. I am technically what they consider is morbidly obese. I hate that term. I hate it with a passion. I weigh 471, 472, around there. Yeah, I'm overweight. Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm eating better than I have in 20 years. But that's not good enough. And I felt like my appointment was more about weight loss management than my cancer. And like I said, all of this came up after I had left the appointment, after I had left the office, and just had a breakdown in the parking lot of Giant, where I was having my husband Mark pick up some more vegetables and fruit for the house. Because God forbid if I ate anything that actually had any substantial, filling to my diet. And that's how I left that appointment, is like, everything I had been doing with my weight loss wasn't good enough, and I was cheating left and right. I was drinking milkshakes and this and that and the other thing, and I'm like going, she's listing all these foods that I shouldn't be eating, and I'm like sitting there and I'm like, and even Mark said, why didn't you say anything? Like, we don't even eat that stuff. And I'm like, because, one, I'm totally shocked that I'm talking about weight management in my cancer appointment, And it's like, it was to the point where she was making it that she kind of wouldn't do my surgery because of my weight issue. And she was really pushing for me to get weight loss surgery before she would do the surgery. And I understand 100% that she was just trying to, do her job and make sure that I was safe to go through the surgery. I understand that. But how many times this woman repeatedly went over this with me was like, okay, do you not know how to deal with somebody who has anxiety and PTSD and depression issues and stuff like that, which was all in my chart that she went over with me. So she knew who she was dealing with. And I was like, because this repeatedly going over and over and over of something and kind of like, beating the dead horse in the concept, not helpful to my mental state or my physical state, and really just not making me feel comfortable. So, needless to say, leaving that appointment, I just felt very defeated, very demeaned, very worthless, and just, I just didn't know. I just cried. I literally, if you guys saw my Facebook page, you saw the picture of me where tears were running down my face, and I looked like poopy. I looked like poopy because that's how I felt. I look better now. I look upbeat, you know, but how many people I've had to talk to today to get to this mental health state is quite a few. And I'm very appreciative of them. So if they are watching and they know who they are, thank you very much for taking the time and just letting me talk and just listen and just sharing your story with me, because it really did help and it really did soothe some of the worry. Am I still a little scared? Yes. Am I still a little worried? Yes. Do I want to take care of this? Absolutely. It's to the point where I'm like, no, I don't want to die of this, but I don't want to also die in surgery either. So going forward, I am upping my game as much as I possibly can on my diet, my exercise, because I have mobility issues. So the exercise is like literally I'm fighting, you know, my body so I can move my body so I can move my body more. Those of you out there who know that one, let me know in the comments. It's a bitch. It's a bitch. It's a bitch real bad. Because, you know, you sit there and, you know, listen to the medical field and like, well, you need to exercise. Okay. You want to tell me what exercise I can do with the body I have so that I actually make some advancement so I can do the exercise you are really prescribing me to do? That would be so helpful. You know? I'm like, seriously. And it's like they just say, oh, eat better. Oh, exercise. Okay, so if I'm not doing the right thing, how about you throw me a bone here, y'all, and let me know what I should be doing, you know, because I'm not a mind reader. Well, I'm a little bit of a mind reader. But, you know, I'm not a mind reader to understand the medical jargon you got in your head that's going to help me. I know I'm going on a little rant here on my thing, but, you know, it's helping me. So, you know, sorry about the rant, but you know what? You came in here knowing. You came in here knowing that there was going to be a little bit. So, but seriously, guys, I have my good days. I have my bad days. Like anyone, especially anyone going through what I'm going through with my health being not so great, but working on it. And then being diagnosed on top of this with uterine cancer and the stress about finances and coming up with money for the stuff I'm going to need when I get home after the surgery. It's to the point where I'm like, okay, so I have a PayPal link. I'm going to put in the description below. I also started an Amazon list of things that I know I'm going to need, that other people have recommended, doctors have recommended, nurses have recommended that I'm going to need when I get home from the surgery. And the surgery is technically scheduled for October 13th. And why I say technically is because I have to have my primary physician sign off that I can even go into surgery. So, like I said, that new primary physician that I'm going to see on Monday. Here. We got to take care of this too. I'm like, so the reason why I have to take the later operating date, because I did have an option of taking it in September, is because the doctor wants me to get the CAT scan, get more blood work, get on thyroid medication, get my thyroid under control, and lose as much bloody weight as I possibly can in that time frame. So doing October was the smartest option, because we don't know my primary physician is going to see me for the first time. So who knows what they're going to do? You know, they may change medication, they may change diet, who knows? Going in with a long list of things that's in my new journal, which I'm going to do a video with this as well. So make sure you stick around on my YouTube channel, see that. And hopefully I'll get to shoot that a little bit today. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, that was the cinnamon. Cinnamon supplements to help with my blood sugar, because I am also a type 2 diabetic. The list of things, guys. Ooh boy. But I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to stay focused. Mark actually came up with a cool idea, which I'm going to share with you guys now, since I've already got you here. So, so you kind of get a spoiler of an idea that's coming up. And I'm hoping to shoot it this weekend. Mark came up with an idea to help me stay positive. And since we were going through my scrapbooking stuff and organizing it, and I was deciding if I was going to keep some stickers or not, and he told me to stay with them and actually make a vision board, positive affirmations, and pull a sticker every day. So now I have this 1-gallon bag of stickers that I have already been pulling every day for an inspirational quote. And so I'm going to have a whole bunch of them to put on when I finally get the board, which I'm actually going to have a canvas, and I'm going to paint it peach, since that is the color of uterine cancer awareness. So I'm going to paint it all peach in the background, and every day I'm going to pull a sticker and put it on this canvas, and pretty much document positive affirmations of my journey with this. And I'm going to be sharing this on my YouTube channel as well. Now, I know in my recovery there's going to be days where I'm like going, oh, I'm not going to want a video. So I may do bulk, compilations of the stickers. So I might just take a photo of the sticker that's getting put on, because recovery is varied for people of energy, and since sleep is going to be my biggest thing to help me heal, I don't know how much content I'm going to have coming out, but it's a long road I have ahead of me, and to have your support, it would be amazing. If you feel inclined to, donate money to my funds for, any of my needs that I'm going to have, from now until I'm recovered, that would be great. Because financially, this is something that, came out of, it's unexpected. Yeah, I have medical coverage, but y'all know how medical coverage goes. It doesn't cover everything. And who just joined me back there? Miss Tawny? Tawny just snuck up behind me here. Yep, there's her tail. The girls are sticking very close to me, by the way. One or both of them are in the rooms with me a lot more since I've gotten diagnosed. Hara's been spending a lot more time with me, even cuddling up with me. And it's like, it makes me happy, but yet it just gets me a little nervous sometimes. Like, she's afraid I'm not going to make it through this, so she's trying to spend as much time with me as possible. But I'm trying not to think that I was doing so well. But like I said, it comes and goes. But yeah, the girls have been great. Mark have been wonderful. I mean, the man needs to get a freaking, I don't know. He needs to get an award for going through this with me, because he's not just going through this with me, with all the things that are going on, but he's also changing his diet and exercise, so that I can stay more accountable to the system and everything. And like I said, I have a long road ahead. I am asking for help. I'm going to put my PayPal link and my wish list down in the description below. Um, so if you feel inclined, no pressure. Your prayers, your thanks, your thinking of me is greatly appreciated as well. Um, but I just wanted to put it out there that, you know, I'm not a millionaire yet, and I need financial help. And if you are feeling the act of kindness to do so, I would be internally grateful, and I know Mark and the girls would too. Like I said, those links will be down in the description below. While you're down there, hit subscribe. Join me for my journey through art, through cancer, through a wonderful life ahead, because magic is everywhere. Miracles happen every day, and I'm thankful that you guys are here with me, and I hope you guys take a deep breath with me and march forward, and we will see each other on the other side of this, and it's going to be magical, and we're going to be able to do wonderful things together on this channel, in life, and that's it. So I will see you guys real soon. I'll update you as much as I can, as much as I feel okay to update, and yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.